Okay, Libra. So I know you guys didn't get a reading last week. I didn't give one either because I'm a Libra too. So yeah, I slapped myself in the face along with all of you. But anyway, the way that these readings work is just very simple. Everybody gets a Dark Goddess Oracle pull. There's a total of 3. The first one that came out, just like that one, is the Goddess in Power, meaning that that's the one that's going to help us the most this week. The second one to come out, which is that one, is the one that we must seek out and learn from and take her qualities in this week. And then the last one to come out is the one that's telling us, oh gosh, again, I thought you knew this. Essentially, it's the one that we mustn't forget. So, without further ado, let's have a looky look to see who decided to come out. Goddess in Power this week is Chang'e. Her word's obsession. Now, when we hear the word obsession, we think about the negative connotation of like being stuck and fixated on it. In this case, I'm reading it as like this. The one that's in power this week, Chang'e, is actually going to help us being able to stick and fixate and be more committable towards something. And it's going to be much easier to devote to things and stick to things this week. The one we must seek out is Tiamat for control. Obviously, again, we have to understand that taking devotion and keeping devotion and being committed to something takes a lot of self-control. And at the same time, too, if we're being devoted and committed, we have to make sure whatever we're devoted and committed to does the same. Otherwise, it's a bunch of BS. And it's not really fair to have somebody put in all the work and honor a commitment and a devotion while somebody else is, out digging around and sticking it elsewhere, which is not really the most nice, best thing to do because that usually ends up with somebody getting a spear to the face. And we mustn't forget Hecate for protection. Simply put, this week Divinity is going to be helping ensure that our commitment is going to be well controlled and will be easily to devote towards it, but also Divinity is also going to protect the commitment that we have and the devotion we've created. And we also have to remember that Divinity is always there supporting us and not to think that, oh, woe is me. How come the thing with the sausage between his legs is being stupid again? Why? Or how come the one that I go fishing with, how come she's being stupid again? Why? What is this crap? Yeah, no. So, the spread that I'm going to be using is a simple elemental spread, and the goddesses that got pulled this week is the ether sector. So after we pull the spots for the elemental, we'll then scooch on over to your advice this week, and also technically mine this week. So woo! Let's see what comes out. And the deck I'm going to be using is the Tarot Grand Lux. And I think I just broke something, but oh well. Oh well, it'll grow back like everything does. So regarding the financials, the health, the wellness, and essentially the sense of security this week, we have the Six of Cups. So in this, expect something like a past form of income to come back that used to be it used to bring you a lot of security, like if you were a child again. But also regarding your health, you actually might be feeling like you're young again. You might be feeling more youthful, you might be feeling more playful. And when it comes to security, you actually may feel like you're being treated like a child again. Just keep that in mind. Regarding your communication sector or intelligence or how you interact with other people and intelligent pursuits, everyday learning pursuits, we have judgment. So this week, expect to have something from the past come back and try and go knock knock, who's there on your door again, and try and communicate with you. Also, if there was something that you were wanting to learn in the past, like you were going back to a certain degree, get a certification in something, or just get some kind of recognition or a degree or any form of certification, expect, to be called back to actually get that back. And also at the same time, be tested to see if you actually know how to talk to somebody, communicate with somebody. And also the pursuit of actually learning how to speak. Expect it to be a lot more on edge and a lot more potentially to give you more anxiety about over it. Or it might be just a loud wake up call to actually go and pursue this pursuit of communicating with someone or going back to that learning pursuit. So, regarding the fire section, that's going to be where your zest of life, your energy is going to be coming from, but it also may prove to be a potential challenge. So, it all comes down to whatever decides to jump out of the deck. Oh, okay, we have the Queen of Sass. Queen of Swords. But in this depiction, I don't see her as very sassy because she seems kind of. Her face seems kind of gentle. But in this depiction, we have Argus. And if you don't know Greek mythology, Argus was actually Queen Hera from Greek mythology. That was her protector. And the one that actually had the thousands of eyes before, somebody came along and decided to poke all of his eyes out. And the peacock was reserved for his honor. So this week, expect to have a very committed figure help ensure that whatever you're trying to push towards, you'll get all the help, guidance, and strength towards it to assure you get it. But also at the same time, your challenge this week is to be a little bit feisty and a little bit in the face, saying that I'm gonna get what I want right now because I'm gonna get it right now. You don't like it, well, you can just get pushed off a cliff and turn off the sass. Because you really, of all the queens, you don't tell the Queen of Swords no, because she'll just say, "Oh, you think you're cute, kid? You think so? Well, you're not really gonna be cute with a sword in your face now, is it?" Sometimes you just gotta be feisty like that. And don't blame us. We're the ones trying to get to where we want, and we have BS get in the way. So just as Shanky McShanker. So now the cheesy part of the whole reading. Regarding the emotional sector, regarding love, cheesy, romance, lovey-dovey, but also in intuitive ability, psychic ability, and also connection to divinity. Whoop-de-woo. We have the Wheel of Fate, or it's a Wheel of Fortune. So expect a divine influence coming in to help move things along regarding a love connection. Or divinity is actually going to move forward in actually connecting with you a lot more easier. Or regarding anything like your psychic abilities, your intuitive abilities, anything regarding that sector is going to be moving forward, finally. The wheel's going to be moving forward, not backward. But what I'm also getting to, and I'm just getting this off the top of my head, if for some reason, if you're connected to a Leo, a Taurus, or a Cancer, expect things to be moving forward with them. Finally. And I'm saying finally because I'm just getting a thing that something has been taking a little bit too long. It's about time something just got a good kick in the tush. What's also very interesting, because I'm just going to put it out there, we have the 10 and then we have the 20 looking at one another. Okay. Because the Wheel of Fate is the 10th card in the tarot, and Judgment is number 20. So, okay, well, okay. Whatever. We're just going to nod our head and go with it. So then the advice cards the advice for this week, if they all decide not to come out at once. There's 1, 2, 3. Are you for real? Okay, we're going to go with it. So, your advice this week, we have 3 court cards. One of them is my significator. I quit. No, not really. It was just part of the joke. But now it's really odd. We have three queens here. One, two, three. I think this deck's trying to say that we're like a queen or something. Well, I'm just jealous. But without the queen, there's not this. Yeah, stop messing around. So, this week, take advantage of the fire sector, like what I said earlier, and put all your energy into that sector to make sure it happens. And then that's when the fire sector will then turn to the mastery of the emotional sector, which divinity will come through and help move things along faster. And because of that, you will then emerge the best possible state you can ever be in. You'll become flawless. You won't have any difficulties, challenges, obstacles, and really nothing can taint you to make you not be the self that you're supposed to be this week. And also, I'm just getting this too. Expect, in the emotional sector, that if this person that you're with, this person is going to be a very deep connection to you, and yeah, it's very recommended you stick with it and stay up, committed to it, because divinity is backing you up with it. So really, Libra, I mean, that's as much as I got. So other than that, I hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you guys next week.